in meeting with over 15,000 people in person. Now, this is going to surprise you. You know the biggest mistake I see people making with their money in retirement? Guess what? They wait too long to spend their money. In other words, they get into the second half of life and realize that things are slowing down, they can't travel, maybe they've lost a spouse, health, etc., and all of a sudden they're not spending money. So here's the reason I think this happens, and I came up with actually 5 notes to think through. This is the live well, die broke philosophy that I preach, but basically the reason I think most people do not spend their money soon enough, in other words, they wait too long to spend it, is they don't have a written game plan. You see, without a written game plan, how in the world are you, and hopefully you got an advisor that understands retirement planning, how are the two of you going to sit down and know exactly how much you can safely spend without the fear of running out? I don't think it's possible. This is why we at Tony Walker Financial offer our free proprietary written game plan to do just that. Number 2, here's another thing I've noticed. It's kind of weird. It's called the law of diminishing returns, but it's really accurate. This is weird, but the longer you hold on and stockpile money, actually over time, it becomes worth less. Possibly because of the second half of life issues, possibly because of inflation. But you can bank it. If you keep putting that money off and don't spend it, it actually will be worth less to you. Number 3, one of my mentors in the past, a PhD in economics, Shelby Smith, once said, "Tony, remember, risk and reward are traveling companions." Now, what did old Shelby mean by that? It was a great truism, and it's true today. The more growth, the more gains you wish to accomplish, that means you're going to have to take more risk. So you've got to remember that. And a lot of you are at the age, you're retired, nearing retirement, and folks, you are taking way too much risk with your money. It doesn't have to be that way. In fact, with the worry-free retirement, our goal is try to minimize the risk, but through our written game plan and our expertise, we'll see this in a minute on how to reduce cost, we're trying to get you more money back in your pocket so you can take less risk. That just, to me, makes sense for savers. Number 4, I love this one. I did a documentary years ago, literally called Say Goodbye to Granddad's Retirement. And in it, I talked about my granddad. There I am with him back in '78, sitting on the porch with Inky the cat. But I talked about how easy it was for that generation to plan for retirement. First of all, Granddad had his pension provided by Bell South. The pension, as he called it, mailbox money, would last as long as he and Hazel were alive. It was guaranteed. The second thing Granddad had and that generation had was they could run down to the local bank with some spare change and get CD rates of 6, 7, 8% guaranteed. Well, folks, you don't have that anymore. All the more reason you need a trained retirement specialist to help you in retirement. And finally, number 5, I love this one. Folks, there is no such thing as a free lunch. My biggest concern right now is a bunch of annuity peddlers out there, and there's tons of them. They're promoting these bonus annuities, which again, in the right circumstance, these are powerful tools and can be used properly, but they're touting bonuses of 10, 15, 20%. And as we'll see in a minute, they're explaining nothing to the poor old consumer about the potential costs, the fees, the lack of accessibility to these monies. So folks, be careful with these bonus annuities. What I would suggest, if somebody's pitching one of these to you, contact us for a second opinion on annuities. In fact, what you could do right now, if you really want a great resource, we've been doing a lot of annuities for years. It's called Annuities Made Easy. You can drag this off of our website and download it at TonyWalkerFinancial.com. Or if you like, you can simply call the toll-free number on your screen and ask for Annuities Made Easy. We will be happy to get those to you.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.